Okay, the homework for today is interpret a quadratic graph. Then this is in Mathematics 2 in quadratic functions and equations and intro to parabolas. So let's go ahead and take a look at, this is actually our second question, but they're all about the same. So Sarah kicked a ball in the air. The function f models the height of the ball in meters as a function of time. So here is our height in meters, and here's our time. So we can see first the ball gets higher and higher, and then it starts to fall. Well, that makes sense. If you throw a ball up, you kick a ball. If you kick a ball, then it will get higher and higher, and then it will stop, and it will start to fall back down. Okay, so the question is, which of these statements are true? Choose all answers that apply. So the ball moved upwards for about 3.5 seconds. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and here over here is 4. Okay, so it didn't move upwards for 3.5 seconds. It moved upwards a little bit less than 2 seconds, so that's not right. The ball started moving upwards after about 1.75 seconds. So after here, it started moving upwards. No, it started moving downwards, so that's not true. No and no. The ball hit the ground after about 3.5 seconds. 3.5 seconds, it's here. What's its height? Its height is 0. 0 is the ground. That sounds good to me. And the ball hit the ground after about 1.75 seconds. So somewhere around here, did it hit? No, it was in the middle of the air. So I want to choose just one, and then we'll click and we'll get it right. Let's look at our next question. The function g models the number of mosquitoes in millions of mosquitoes in a certain area as a function of rainfall in centimeters in that area. So here's our rainfall, and here's our number of mosquitoes. So when we have 0 rainfall, we have 0 mosquitoes, and then we get more and more and more mosquitoes, and then when it gets too much rainfall, it starts going down again, right? So it's going higher and higher, and then we get our maximum at about what, 2? Looks like about 2 centimeters of rainfall. We have about 4 million mosquitoes, and then we go back down to 0. Okay, so which of these statements are true? Choose all answers that apply. More rainfall relates to more mosquitoes as long as rainfall is less than 2 centimeters. If the rainfall is less than 2 centimeters in this area right here, does more rainfall relate to more mosquitoes? Does more rainfall mean more mosquitoes? Yes, it does. More rainfall means more mosquitoes. More rainfall relates to more mosquitoes as long as rainfall is more than 2 centimeters. More than 2 centimeters, so we need to look at this area over here. Okay, but when our rainfall goes up, our number of mosquitoes go down, so this is not true. C, when there is no rainfall, there are about 1 million mosquitoes. There's no rainfall, that's right here. That is not 1, okay? And when there is D, when there is no rainfall, there are about 2 million mosquitoes. Well, that's also not 2, so that one's not right. So I'm just going to choose 1 here, and we're going to click next, and then we'll be right. Let's look at our last question. Simon has a certain length of fencing to enclose a rectangular area. The function a models the rectangular area in square meters as a function of its width. So there's some kind of fence like this. Okay. And all together, it looks like all together we have about 40 meters. And depending on how wide it is, here's our width, And depending on our width, we have a different area. So here, if I have my actually, I'm going to call this one over here width. There I have a width and I have a length. On this side I also have another length and I have a width. So 2w plus 2l is going to equal 40. 2 times the length plus 2 times the width is going to equal to 40. So if we have 20 over here, then that's a really long one with just basically 0 length, okay? And then a width of 20. Okay, and if we're here, then we end up something like, let's see, 10 and 10, 10 and 10, then we'll have 100 square meters, which looks to be about where we want it up here. So, which of these statements are true? Choose all answers that apply. Greater width relates to greater area as long as the width is less than 10 meters. Less than 10 meters is that area right there, that part right there, and if our width goes up, then our area also goes up in there, so that one looks true. Greater width relates to greater area as long as the width is more than 10 meters, so that's this part over here, and if our width there goes up, then our area goes down, so it's not greater area, so that one's not right. To get the greatest area, the width should be 10 meters. There, we talked about that already. That looks about right. So that's the very top. That's our maximum. To get the greatest area, the width should be about 20 meters. If it's 20 meters, then our area is 0. And you can see why over here. 20 and 20, 0 and 0. Okay. Alright, so if I choose those two, I'll get those right. Best of luck with this homework.